All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's not even midnight yet. I got an early one in tonight. So I just finished working out my weightlifting shit. And yeah, I'm absolutely going to get the workouts videoed like I was saying, but I'm running a little bit behind. I'm not going to be any more than a week late on it, and that's because I still have some equipment upstairs, and I've got a bunch of stuff down here. Well, I got some down here. So it's like split. I got to get that shit all down here. And, I was going to say I've been busy, but I've been riding the shit out of my motorcycle is what I've been doing. We've had this heat wave lately. It's been hotter than hell. It still hasn't cooled off. Cloudy as shit all day today. A couple little drops came down thus far. And I don't know what the hell's going on. But hopefully this heat wave's going to break. I like the heat. Not going to say I don't, but, enough of a good thing is, too much of a good thing is enough sometimes. Mercy me, mercy me. Something is on my arm here or something. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what I'm feeling. It feels like spider web or something, but obviously it isn't. So I got an email from a brother, and he's talking about his concerns. Let me do a Jerry Ward adjustment, get this camera squared up, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm no Jerry, But I just figured, I used to do that, just, as just a nod to Jerry. So I'm going to still do that occasionally now, because he's not here to do it anymore. Anyway, so brother emailed me and shared, I don't know if you would call it a concern, I would just say, I don't know, he kind of has a little bit of an intimidation factor as far as he feels intimidated in the gym because, and I've covered this before years ago, but we're going to talk about it again for a minute. He feels that he's too far gone. Nobody's too far gone. I've told you that too. I've said that before, and of course you don't need me to tell you that. But he's overweight, so he's fat and he's out of shape. All right, so if you're fat and you're out of shape, you've let yourself go, that's where you belong. You belong in the gym. That's where you're supposed to be. You're right where you belong. Kudos to you if you've gotten your ass up and gone out to the gym and you're in the gym. That's half the battle. That is literally half of it is going to the gym, wrapping your beaters around a piece of equipment, whatever it is, elliptical, treadmill or dumbbells or machines, whatever you start out with, it's 100% more than what you've been doing if you've been doing nothing. And there's no reason for you to feel like everybody's looking at you as if you don't belong. Because everybody you're seeing in there, apparently you're seeing people that you think must look pretty good. Well, everybody didn't look like that from the get. You don't know how long some of these people have been in there. I mean, people see me and they don't have any, some skinny kid with low self-esteem, bullying victim. If he were to see me, he doesn't see himself in me right off if he doesn't know who I am or know my story. But we're kindred. I know what that is, man. I was a skinny, underweight, kind of sickly in regards that, I had problems with my legs when I was born. I had the leg braces, all that shit initially. At one time I had an eye problem, a lazy eye thing, or whatever they wanted to call it, right? My eye wasn't all crooked, but it was, one of them was weaker than the other or whatever, and they put a patch over the stronger eye, so you had to use the weaker eye, which seems to, I don't know, that seems kind of harsh because now you can't see shit, but apparently, supposedly, whatever, I don't know if it has to do because you're young or whatever, that the eye gets stronger. So there was a point where I had a patch over one eye and all kinds of shit. Point is, to this brother, with his concern, if you go in there and you feel like you don't belong, look around, if you're seeing people that are making you believe that, one of two things is going on. Either nobody's looking at you in that regard like that, okay? The guys that are in there that have covered a lot of ground to get to where they are today and are really putting in the sweat equity, those people and gals, those people respect the hustle, the game, the fucking work ethic. They respect that shit. The other people, if there is anybody in there, that's looking at you funny, these fuckheads, they're not going to be there that long. They only have a short, small window while it's easy because they're lying back on their young, fast metabolisms, genetics, whatever have you. Those motherfuckers, they won't stick around. They'll be married and divorced or whatever the case may be, and they'll have kids and they'll be too busy, and they'll be sporting a big beer gut hanging over their fucking pants and their shit, plumber's crack showing, and curled up, sitting up on the couch, picking their fucking feet after work and drinking a fucking beer and eating Doritos before too long. They have a very small window. Listen, I fucking have seen it. I've been around a long time in this game. And I'm not going anywhere anytime soon unless I go in the grave. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm going to still be in the gym. I belong there. I live there. These weights and shit, these are my familiars. Do you understand? I'm not going anywhere. This is what I fucking do. It's in my DNA by now. But I've seen them come and I've seen them go. Many, 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 many of them. Many of them. So, if they're looking at you like that and they don't have any respect or appreciation, or they're not motivated, they're the kind that they're a flash in the pan. They think they're the shit right now for 5 fucking minutes, and then the rest of their life, we'll bump into them somewhere and I'll be fucking 70 and still fucking jacked. I don't think I'll be jacked at 70, but Christ, I never even thought I would be 60, let alone jacked at 60. So, yeah, I'm a lot smaller. I get smaller, every few years, but I'm still motherfucking here. Now me, one of the hardest working people I ever saw in the gym was a guy that was obese. And when I used to go to Southern York Golds, which is closed now, but that motherfucker had more freaks in that gym than anywhere I've ever trained. I don't know why, but that was a crazy place to be. And it had some regular people too, but it had all the fucking, And when I used to go in there was this middle-aged guy that was obese, that was always finishing up his workout near the end of his workout when I would arrive. And this motherfucker would be drenched in sweat. And he'd always be doing cardio or calisthenics type of shit, stuff like that. This motherfucker, all he did was push and push and push, like his life depended on it. And maybe it did, and he finally realized that. But finally, one day I had to say to him, man, I told him, dude, you were killing it. You train harder than anybody in this motherfucker. I had to fucking give credit where credit was due. That fucking guy motivated me more and cranked me up for what I was getting ready to do more than any of these fucking muscleheads around me. That fucking guy, that's me, man. That underdog shit, yeah, I've been underestimated. I haven't forgotten what that's like, And when I see that shit, man, I love that. I love seeing the underdog. I love seeing the person come from behind. Yeah. So, get in there and do your thing, and don't worry about any of that shit. Most of it is in your head because you've been programmed. You've assimilated the bullshit that society wants to feed you today. You know what I mean? It doesn't fucking matter what anybody else thinks, number one. And number two, anybody that really has accomplished anything and worked hard for anything or is still working hard, they respect anybody in there that's working and pushing, especially if they're trying to come from behind. And everybody starts somewhere. You understand? All start at bottom. All start at the bottom, man. Everybody had a first day. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say, man. You know, get busy. Get busy. And if anybody's out there watching this and you're putting it off and you know you need to get busy, don't keep putting it off, man. Get busy. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Get busy now, man. Get busy now. And you know what? If you didn't get busy today, don't beat yourself up too bad. If you get up and you got another day tomorrow, then guess what? You got another chance. Fresh day, fresh chance. You're going to get busy yet? You're going to do it? You're going to take your life seriously? You're going to fucking work to stay in the game a while? You know? If you want to stay in the game, man, you got to be fit to play. You got to be fit to play. People counting on you and every other fucking thing. And even if nobody else, you don't think anybody's counting on you, you need to be able to count on yourself. Yeah, stop eating that fucking crap that they're trying to feed you. That shit that's in all the grocery stores, the fucking grocery stores overflowing with it. Stop eating that garbage. Stop buying food out. Stop eating out. Most of that is shit. You really have to look high and low to find something decent. There are decent options out there that you can eat on the fly. But man, it depends on where you're at. If I get called out somewhere, certain areas, there's fucking nothing. There's nothing that's worth eating. Now, in the old days when I was just trying to get big, right? When I was a younger guy, and I was big, a lot bigger. You know, yeah, I would eat McDonald's. I would eat whatever because I got to get some calories. I got to get some protein. I don't give a fuck because I'm fucking huge and I'm burning all that up and I need that shit. That was a priority. But today, no. That's not the priority. I won't eat that shit. I'll go without. I'll go hungry. I won't go without water. But if I'm out and can't find a decent alternative, something to eat, I'll go without. Fuck that. I'll drink water. Yeah. All right. Speaking of that, I got to go upstairs and get something in me. Probably just a shake this late at night. Probably just a fucking whey isolate in water or Fairlife Skim, which is completely lactose-free and skim, fat-free. But even that, even without the lactose in it, milk just does something. It's just, too much milk, it's not good. It kind of blurs things a little bit. So I got to watch that shit. It'll make you bigger than hell. But that's what's good about it, but that's also what's bad about it. You know, it'll make you bigger than hell if you're trying to get lean. All right, I'm out of here. You guys take care. Get busy. Have an awesome night.